MGF Custom / Reviews.
What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be showcasing my first ever Star Trek minifigures, and obviously these are in anticipation for Star Trek Into Darkness, which was directed by J.J. Abrams and comes out tonight at IMAX theaters nationwide here in the United States. Obviously you Europeans have got it first, of course, and obviously the official US release date is tomorrow, which is Thursday, May 16th. But today, for my very first ever Star Trek minifigures, I have Captain Kirk, Spock, and Khan. Now these are three figures I kind of threw together really fast in anticipation for this film, and Star Trek Into Darkness looks absolutely amazing. I'm very much looking forward to it. However, there's a little bit of a catch, and that catch is that I am going to be at Star Wars Weekends on Friday. Therefore, that's kind of getting in the way of things, and I'm not going to be able to make it to a Wednesday night showing because I'm actually leaving Thursday night at like 12 a.m. to get there early in the morning to get online for celebrity fast passes and other things like that, shenanigans. So really, there's no real time for me to go see Star Trek Into Darkness until afterwards. So I'm gonna have to see it on Saturday. But hey, that's okay. I can wait just a little bit longer. I'm perfectly okay with that. At least it's not a Marvel movie. But anyway, yeah, so these figures, obviously they're pretty simple in comparison to other figures I've made in the past, but I mean, I definitely think they turned out great, and I'm definitely fond of the way their faces turned out, as the faces, I think, do resemble the actors fairly decently. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at these figures. So starting off with Captain James Kirk here, you can see he does resemble Chris Pine really nice with that standard head that we see in various Lego sets, but I mean, it resembles Chris Pine, like I said, so why not go ahead and use it? And the same can be said for the dark tan hairpiece right there, even though that really isn't that common, but it does look great when it is utilized as Captain Kirk. And then you can see his arms have the little silver wristbands. I mean, obviously they're not like wristbands that you see like a kid in school wearing. I mean, they're like made out of a solid metal material, metallic material, whatever. I don't actually know what kind of material it's made out of, but they are painted onto his wrist there, and those are relatively simple as well, nothing really insane. But then you can see his boots are painted in black, and there isn't much to them either, other than a buckle on the side of each. And you can see there is nothing on the back of his torso, because his actual outfit, there isn't any details or anything worth painting on the back. Then you can see the front of the torso there is sporting a Starfleet symbol, which is outlined in black, and then you can see the neck area, kind of like the black V-neck, is also outlined in a dark yellow color, and that dark yellow outlining effect, it does continue all the way around the sides there and ends off at the back. But other than that, there really isn't much else to Captain Kirk here. I mean, it definitely resembles Chris Pine really nicely, and I'm definitely happy with the result. And obviously these Star Trek figures, like I've said, are pretty simple, but there is Captain Kirk. And of course we have Spock, the half Vulcan, half human hybrid. And you can see he definitely turned out really nice. His face is actually completely custom painted and does resemble Zachary Quinto very nicely in my own opinion. And you can see that the wrists are also painted in silver, just like that of Captain Kirk. And then you can see he does also sport a Starfleet symbol on his chest there, which is of course outlined in silver, or actually outlined in black. That was a little bit of vice versa there. But then you can see the face is actually completely custom painted. I wouldn't say it's completely custom painted, as I actually started off with a Luke Skywalker head, and then I added like the cheekbones, I changed the eyebrows, I changed the eyes, I changed the mouth. It's pretty much, I use like a Luke Skywalker head as a base template before going ahead and painting all the details to make it represent Zachary Quinto very nicely. And then you can see his black V-neck, just like Kirk, is also outlined in a blue color, of course. And then that, of course, just like Kirk, I mean, their outfits are pretty simple. It's just, you know, he just has a blue one that continues all the way around to the back there. And his hair was a little bit involved, as I had to be a little bit creative with it. As you can see, I actually painted on his pointy ears right there, and those turned out very nicely. And of course, his hair is actually obviously really thin in the movie. So what I did was I took a Lego minifigures series, whatever, I forgot, the werewolf man dude, I don't know his name, But I took that figure and I pretty much sanded the crap out of the hairpiece. I did a little bit of carving around the ear area to make it seem more pointy. And after a lot of painting, you know, there is a pretty good Spock hairpiece. Of course, it probably could be a little better, but hey, it serves its purpose and looks just like Spock, so I can't complain. And then, of course, his boots are the exact same black color with the same exact buckles. Really nothing too special. And of course, there's nothing on the back of his torso because, like I said, there's nothing really worth painting that is on the back of their outfits. But other than that, that's about it for the Starfleet suits. And honestly, the Starfleet suits that they wear, I kind of wish that maybe in the future I'll do a little bit of water slide decal action and I'll put on that kind of like nanocell texture that we have seen on various characters like the Amazing Spider-Man, Catwoman, Dark Knight Rises, you know, and just various characters like that, and Superman and upcoming Man of Steel. And I want to add that same texture onto their Starfleet suits maybe later on in the future. We'll see though. But other than that, that's about it for Spock. And then we have, for the last figure here, the last of the three, we have John Harrison, who is, of course, Khan, portrayed by Benedict Cumberbatch. And I really hope I didn't mispronounce his last name. I don't think I did. But anyway, you can see that this one is definitely a little bit cooler with, you can see he does have like a more, his outfit is black, aside from, you know, your basic Enterprise yellow, blue, and red. And you can see that he does, of course, have the exact same Starfleet symbol, but obviously his outfit is black, so there's no need to outline it in black, just like Spock and Kirk, so nothing really lost there. But then you can see his face, which was actually, don't tell anybody, was a Frodo face from the Lego Lord of the Rings sets, and then you can see I actually added on the two little markings right next to, or on both sides of his mouth here and here, and then of course I painted on the eyebrows a little bit. Obviously the eyebrows were there originally, but I pretty much just kind of added paint on them to shape them out to make them look more like Benedict Cumberbatch's. And God, I really feel like I'm mispronouncing his last name. I don't think I am though. But anyway, you can see that his trench coat is actually made from Cape Madness. Cape Madness is pretty similar to that of MMCB capes, if you guys are familiar with that. Lego cloth maker. I don't really know, I mean, a specific name to call them, but pretty much Cape Madness is an awesome brickling store which sells some really awesome capes for your Lego figures. And I utilized one of his trench coats for Khan here, and you can see the hair is pretty much the exact same hair that was used on Kirk and God knows how many other Lego figures across the community, but obviously in a dark brown color. And other than that, there really isn't much else to John Harrison here, aka Khan, of course, but he definitely turned out really awesome, and yeah, so there you go.
If you want to know why I did what I did, go and take a look.
Give me one reason why I should listen to you.
23174611. Coordinates not far from Earth.
Are you sure these are the provided coordinates? Yeah, I'm positive. Wait a minute. I'm switching sides. Alright guys, so that about wraps up my very first LEGO Star Trek Into Darkness custom minifigure showcase video, and if you like what you see here, be sure to leave a like below, and if you'd like to see more figures in the future and be notified when I make more, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as it does go a long way in supporting the channel. And yeah, so Star Trek Into Darkness is coming out tonight in IMAX theaters here in the United States, and I'm definitely looking forward to it when I see it on Saturday. And really quick, I would really appreciate those of you who have already seen it, just like Iron Man 3, to please not include any spoilers down in the comment section below, because obviously there are going to be a lot of people who have, including me, who haven't seen it yet and don't want the entire movie to be spoiled, so I'd really appreciate if you didn't leave any comments, or any, you know, spoiler-filled comments. But other than that, I think that's about it for this showcase video, guys, and I'll see you later. Alright.
Bye.
Into Darkness is directed by yours truly, J.J. Abrams, and I just kind of made it, using yours truly, I made it sound like I'm directing it. Okay, blooper. Alright guys, so that about stupid camera. Alright guys, so that about, oh damn it, I went too far. Chris Pine, relatively decently, those are some words. turned out really nice as well. There's a lot of specs on his torso, my god.